Good morning, everybody. This is Raju Mugavera, Registrar, Mangalore University. Today, I would like to speak on National Education Policy 2020. We are all aware that the Government of India has adopted the National Education Policy 2020 recently and has asked every state across India to follow the policy in its true spirit. Of course, we are going to take some time to implement the policy in toto, but it's a godsend opportunity for all of us to implement the original ideas, the original concept, the original dream of the policymakers, so that India uh, can become a knowledge superpower. Well, the very idea of introducing national education policy, the vision document says that building a global best education system rooted in Indian ethos, transforming India into a knowledge superpower. The vision says building a global best education system rooted in Indian ethos, transforming India into a knowledge superpower. You are all aware that once upon a time, Chinese scholars and scholars from other Asian countries used to come to India and they used to study in great learning centers of India, such as Nalanda, Takshashila. And they used to go back with the knowledge acquired in this country and they used to go there and preach what they learned here. Of course, the present trend in India is to go west. We are sending our students to England, we are sending our students to uh, America, we are sending them to Japan and other international centers of learning. But somehow we lost the basic edge of being a knowledge superpower, or the learning centers have not grown up according to the demands of the modern world. Now the time has come. We need to find our feet strongly in Indian ethos. We need to build a culture of Indian system of education, and the national education policy gives us ample scope, ample variety, so that our students, our future generation, get benefit out of it. Well, friends, the chapter 13 of the National Education Policy 2020 speaks about the teacher's role. As in any other education system, the role of a teacher is of paramount importance in any education system for that matter, be it in a primary school or in high school or in graduation or post graduation. The role of teacher cannot be undermined at any cost. The teacher's role is clearly defined in the National Education Policy as one with motivated, energized, and capable faculty. The idea is to have a motivated, energized, and capable faculty. In order to have a motivated teaching faculty, in order to have an energized and capable faculty, proper training has to be imparted to our teachers. They have to be taught explicitly in the arts of knowledge, so that they can impart the same knowledge, they can make the students understand better in classrooms, in the learning centers. The policy says that teachers and faculty are the heart of learning process. You are the change maker, well, you are the game changer. And at the heart of learning process, your role is of utmost importance, and you must understand what exactly the policy says. I request all of you, all the faculty members, all the teachers, to read this 60-page document called National Education Policy. It's a wonderful policy document prepared with a lot of effort and care, and now it's going to be implemented in our lifetime, and we must be able to rise up to the occasion so that we can implement it in its full spirit. Well, teachers will be given freedom to creatively design their own curricula. This is one of the ideas mooted in the national education policy. Just imagine a situation wherein you own prepare your own curricula and pedagogical approach, so that you can teach your students in a particular subject This is something that we have been dreaming, but we have not been able to implement it because of the structured format in which we have been teaching our students the particular syllabi, the particular textbooks, the particular ideas. But now the time has changed so that we can adopt, we can learn from our mistakes, we can adapt to the local conditions, we can prepare our own curricula and teach the students. This is the most important aspect. And excellence will be incentivized. The recruitment process will be modified to some extent so that real talents, real merit will be incentivized and promoted. So the policy speaks about a lot of ideas about the enrichment of the teaching faculty and the education system as a whole. So in order to implement, we must understand the basic principles of this policy. The policy speaks about flexibility for learners to choose their learning trajectories and programs and thereby choose their paths in life according to their own talents interests. And it also speaks about no hard separations between arts and science. Please note, this is the most important part. No hard separations between arts and sciences, between curricular and extracurricular activities, between vocational and academic, and to ensure the integrity and unity of knowledge and eliminate harmful hierarchies among and silos between different areas of learning. This is the most important aspect. Nowadays, after matriculation or after SSLC, a student is forced to take up one of the three streams, basically the commerce, the science, or the arts stream, and beyond which there is hardly very little to choose. But if a student is really interested in art subject, but at the same time he is interested in one of the science or one of the commerce subjects, say he is very much interested in astrophysics. At the same time, he wants to pursue his career as an artist, maybe a geographist or something like that. Then he can definitely will be able to study this subject. That is the most important aspect of this national education policy. It gives wide scope. It will definitely uproot the conventional wisdom of preparing students in one particular stream and making them ready for life in one particular stream. No, it will throw lots of avenues, lots of ideas, and lots of opportunities for our students. In order to understand the very process, the most important part has to be played by the teachers. And that's why I keep on requesting all the faculty members, all the teachers to understand basically what the national education policy speaks about. If you are able to understand, of course, it's a heavily worded, heavily loaded policy document. It's very difficult to summarize the whole thing in a few minutes. But if you keep reading, you will understand the idea behind preparing this national education policy. Hence, I request all of you to go through this new Bhagavad Gita called the National Education Policy. Please go through this. Please read it not once, not twice, many times, so that you will understand the spirit behind this national education policy. It's our duty to implement it in full spirit so that India can transform into a really global knowledge superpower. India can definitely become a Vishwa Guru. Thank you.